Hello everybody, I hope you're having a good day today. So I'm doing your May the 20th, 2020's daily tarot card reading and your oracle card. So sometimes I mistakenly tell the wrong date as I'm shuffling the cards, so I do two spreads to make sure I give you the right information. So this card, the Two of Ariel, it seems correct with the second shuffle that I did. So it says it is important to have a balance. Working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. So that's kind of funny because I did two spreads. So it's about doing multiple things. Okay, so I'm going to go with the spread on the table first. So here we have the Queen of Swords reversed. So I wondered, why was she upset? What was disappointing to her? Normally disappointed. She's very upset about something, okay? So it's saying something about her home life, the stability in her home life. There's some type of sorrow in regard to it, and that's what's making her very, very upset. So it's as if she's procrastinating. I'm not sure if this is household chores. I don't know if it's procrastinating, showing love. I don't know, but something she's not putting work in regard to the home life. It doesn't really have to be the home life, but I think it's more so than work, okay? So here we have the Hermit reverse. So it's almost like she's secluding herself due to her feeling of sorrow there. Okay, so now we have the Four of Swords reverse. So it's like she's taking time out to think while she's in seclusion, right? And she's getting clarity on what's actually going on. So it may not be what's actually going on, like I'm unhappy in this situation. The way for me to change the situation is to change how I look at it. So she may be deciding to take on classes or something like that. The Page of Pentacles can represent like an early start in your career, in your education towards building a career, something like that. I clarify the card, and so there's a feeling of defeat in regards to this King of Cups. So that's the Queen of Swords. It could be the Queen of Cups just being upset, okay? But she feels defeated in this situation in her home life, okay? So she may be trying to get out of it by building up her finances. So the next card here is the Ten of Cups reversed. It's showing disunity in the family and the household. And the reason why has to do with investments, okay? So an investment does not have to be money only. An investment can be how you spend your time, your energy, who you show love to and appreciation to, and how you use your words. So this is in regards to the King of Pentacles. So it depends on who this reading is for. It's a general reading. So if you're having some type of issues in your workplace, this could represent your boss. Or if it's in a situation with your spouse or friends or something, this is a masculine figure, okay, who has money. So in this reading here, I suspect it's her husband. So he is not investing in his marriage, he's investing in his work. So he is investing in his work, and it's showing up in the bank account and the savings in some way, shape, or form, or with the things that they own, okay? So they're doing pretty well financially, but he's failing to invest in his wife because she's not happy. So the King of Pentacles, so the masculine, I'm not sure if it's the masculine or if it's the finances, okay? The masculine has been investing his time in regard to making money or something in regard to money, but this situation may make him feel defeated also, okay? Now let's get down to the reason why. So he's feeling defeated maybe because he has to separate. He's regretting a separation. Okay, so the way the King of Pentacles or the masculine is seeing it, he's saying, well, I'm upset I have to leave for my pleasure, whatever he's doing. So his pleasure could be celebrating with his friends. His pleasure can be eating his dinner, his breakfast, his lunch. I don't know, but he's upset that he has to leave something he enjoys. And I think it's in regard to work. So say, for instance, you enjoy being with your family, have to leave your family to go to work. So he's regretting a separation. His celebration in particular could be like going outside. Maybe he enjoys the outdoors, okay? Maybe that's where he finds knowledge and wisdom. So he's feeling powerless in this situation. He's like, well, I really enjoy looking at the beautiful beach, or hanging out in the park or something like that. But I can't help it. I have to go to work. And so here in Knight of Pentacles energy, it is showing either a friend of his who is financially stable, or that's just the way that he is looking. Okay, what this card was saying doesn't necessarily mean that he is in King of Pentacles energy. It just meant he was focused on his money, okay? But his status could actually be Knight of Pentacles, like a person who works I don't know if blue collar is the right word, but works a job instead of like somebody who owns a business. It's not like the highest or the lowest, it's middle class stability. So it's saying basically he has to go to work. And so King of Wands. So the King of Wands is showing up. I wonder if this was what his pleasure was. King of Wands is showing up in this reading. We have a single woman here. So it's saying that this King of Wands, this is still this King of Pentacles, okay? The Queen of Swords is upset because her husband is not spending enough time with her. There's a reason behind it. Okay, so I'm sorry, I know a little bit too much about this reading. This Two of Ariel, this masculine is juggling two things, okay? It says, it's important to have balance, working at multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun, okay? So the masculine is juggling two different situations, okay? I kind of saw it beforehand. So his wife is upset, like, you're leaving me out. The masculine is disgruntled because he has to leave his pleasure to go to work, okay? So it's showing here, here's the masculine good husband energy, okay? And then it's showing here Four of Pentacles reversed. And so it's saying that he's overspending, okay? He's overspending on a single woman. This is not his wife. The single woman is not employed, okay? So that is why this masculine, as far as the family finances were concerned, he was feeling defeated because of something he is choosing to do, okay, with his money. So, see, his wife, the Queen of Swords, really it could be the Queen of Cups, is feeling disgruntled. Maybe she's feeling left out in the cold financially too. And so she's trying to figure out how to maybe do it on her own, okay? So this situation almost seems like it might resolve itself if the feminine does get out of it, because if her husband is confused, it's kind of, and that almost seems backwards, so I apologize, but it seems like the husband should want to take care of his wife, okay? So I'm just trying to tell you the reading, but it's a little bit confusing on what's right from what's wrong, okay? So it just seems like the wife maybe wants to go her own way because she doesn't want to be left out in the cold. And so the husband was giving some type of money to someone else outside of the relationship. The reason why is because he feels bound up in some type of way. So an example, it doesn't even have to be another woman, okay? An example is this Nine of Pentacles reverse could be a relative. It could be, well, it's technically still a single person, but basically his money is going out the door elsewhere, okay? So I don't want it to seem like this masculine is cheating. His money is just going elsewhere. So, okay. It's showing that he's shifting gears. Instead of him maybe giving money to this outside party, he is saying, you know what, I'm kind of tired of this. I've been giving and giving and giving and giving. He's kind of feeling like he probably needs to escape. So it's showing that he's been giving a lot of charity. And he's saying, like, I don't want to manifest this. I don't want to continue this. So the King of Swords reversed. He is trying to figure out a way how to be unbound by this situation. external situation to his household. Okay, so here, I think from his perspective, he's mulling over the situation and he's like, this is really an injustice. And so we already kind of figured it out. So is he saying, I don't want to be intimate with this other person? I don't want to be entwined with this other person? And I'm not sure if he's wondering if his secret is going to be exposed, okay? So this is likely another woman, but for each individual circumstance, it could be a family member, it could be something else, okay? Because this is a general reading. So I feel like this moon card, this other party has something on this king, okay? And it's almost like he feels obligated. It feels like bad energy. It feels like he feels obligated to take care of one party because they're holding something over his head, which is not a good way for people to treat each other. So here we have the artist reversed. So I think that the masculine energy is trying to not allow this situation to continue. So because this card is about creation. So he's like, how do I unentangle myself from the situation? I don't want a new start with this. I don't want another month of this bill coming back to me, or this, whatever this obligation is to this other party. So here we have the Four of Cups reversed. So he has an obsession here. This one might be a good one, okay? It really depends on who is whom. So he has an obsession here in collaborating with, or I wonder if coming into union with his household. It's like he's like, I want to fix the unhappiness in my household. So I don't know if I said it correctly up there. Like his wife is saying, I feel left out in the cold. Let me help myself. At least she has a good attitude about it. She seems like she's trying to help herself. The masculine, he understands something is wrong too. So it's like and I really think that's the Queen of Cups energy, okay? They both see that there's a problem, and it almost seems like they're both trying to work their way out of it in some way, shape, or form, okay? So the masculine is trying to get his household back together with this Empress energy. So I don't know if this Empress energy is his baby's... See, it's a little bit confusing. The Empress energy can be his baby's mother. It also could be his wife, the initial card here. So it really depends on the person that I'm reading for, but this is a general reading. So the reason why I thought it was interesting was because this unity here up in the reading, as I was clarifying, the first card here is showing that the Queen of Swords is upset because there was no unity. Okay? So that's why I kind of wonder if that is his wife. Okay? It also shows disunity here. So that's the spread I know I said the correct date for. The other spread that I did initially, I started off initially, it is a different story, but it may be almost similar. So I'm not sure if I should stop here or share with you guys the other story, because this story actually sounds pretty good. Let me check the minutes. Okay, it's a short reading. I'm gonna show you the other cards, okay? So the first card, so with the this deck of cards here, the last card that I had for the 19th, I was reading the King of Swords energy. Okay, the King of Swords was unhappy. I think it was in the reverse, and I don't remember the reason why. It had something to do with the Queen of Cups, I think. So anyway, so we're in the King of Swords energy. So the King of Swords is feeling lucky at this point. Okay, I'm just gonna put down the cards randomly. He's feeling lucky in regard to heartbreak and sorrow. I didn't understand the heartbreak and sorrow. Like, how can you feel lucky in regard to heartbreak and sorrow? So I clarified it. And so I have a lot of stuck cards here. Like, I could not move the energy. So it has something to do with burdens, okay? So there's a King of Swords having a lot of burdens, and it's causing him to feel a lot of sorrow and heartache. So how is he feeling lucky? Maybe he's feeling lucky because he wants to move on to calmer waters, but he's feeling some type of blockages and obstacles. Okay, so you know what, guys? The first story actually makes a lot of sense. This story has some meaning too, but this story is longer and complicated, so I wonder, should I continue? Let me think about it. They both have to do with charity. So anyway, so the masculine is feeling lucky for some reason. And so anyway, so he's trying to get out of this feeling of all of these burdens that he has on him. He feels blocked from achieving that. Here we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles keeps showing up. So the Knight of Pentacles can be a friend. I don't know if it's a work friend or something like that. So anyway, we have this Knight of Pentacles going to work, and as I stated earlier, the Knight of Pentacles keeps showing up. So this may be somebody who works a regular job, a blue collar job or something, or a middle class person going to work. Okay, so this person who is going to work is doing pretty well, okay? So, and right on top of it, it's interesting, I'm putting it on the King of Pentacles. So we both have the same thing where there's a masculine working on his money, okay? Now, in the first reading, we didn't see that this King of Wands had a lot of burdens. In the first reading, we saw the reason he had a lot of burdens is because he was juggling two different, I don't know if it's two different homes or two different responsibilities, okay? So the masculine is feeling defeated, and so I had to clarify that. So he's feeling defeated in regard to his marriage. I couldn't move the card. There are a lot of stuck cards in this reading, the second reading. So he has some type of contractual situation, which we discovered there's somebody holding something over his head. And so he's traveling from house to house, okay? This is not very good energy if you're in that situation. I hope that you can get yourself out of it as appropriately as you can if you are able to. I don't know. So anyway, so showing it again, it's showing it's a heavy burden, okay? Okay, I'm not sure why I'm doing it on one side over here. Okay, so in regard to this heavy burden, this masculine feels like he needs to it's kind of like I go on a routine every day. I go to work, I come back home, I go to bed, I wake up, I eat. He's like, I want to get out of this routine, okay? So he probably goes out to celebrate, to party. I don't know what he does. Maybe he goes out to eat instead of staying in the same routine because he just wants a place to think. He wants some time for himself. He feels stuck. Okay, and so how does he feel stuck? Wow, I got a lot of cards to clarify how he felt stuck, okay? So we already saw in the first spread that he's in between two houses, okay? This is a lot of cards, okay? So a lot of them are stuck. So I don't know if he wants a new beginning, but he can't achieve it. He probably wants to feel happy, but can't attain it. It's in regard to his wife, the Queen of Cups, okay? And she may be jealous at the moment. I don't know if she's cheating, but she may be jealous. And maybe that's why she was unhappy in the first spread. Okay, so the Ace of Swords here. So the masculine wants to speak but cannot speak. Okay, so see, it's clarifying a little bit. There could be two different women, okay? So the Queen of Cups could be his wife. The Empress could be his baby's mother. So in the second reading, where I wasn't sure who was whom, the masculine is focused on his baby's mother, okay? Whereas his wife wants to get out of it. So this is a confusing web here, okay? So here we have the Four of Pentacles. So he has to give money to this other woman. We already kind of saw that. Okay, so the single person here might be his baby's mother. Okay, so that's why he's feeling defeated with his finances. Okay, so we saw in the first spread he feels like it's an injustice. In this spread, I couldn't tell whether it was just or not just. It seems like his heart is torn in two and he doesn't know who he owes his obligation to, okay? Okay, so now we have some cards that are not stuck. So here it's as if he wants to graduate from this situation. Let me see. What is this about? He is feeling stuck. Okay? All right. So something is being overdone because we see that he was overspending on the baby's mother or the single woman. I don't know if that's all that means. Okay? And then we have, it's almost like he feels weak. Okay? So he's feeling stuck. He wants to change it, but he can't. He feels stuck. And that's why he was, so I don't know if he was hanging out at a bar. I don't know if he just went out for lunch. I don't know if he watched a sports game. I don't know what he did as far as celebration. To get away from the thoughts of the burdens he was carrying. Okay. So I don't know what he's choosing to do. He's saying, well, there are a lot of other opportunities. He's trying to get out of this. I'm obligated to someone every minute of the day. I think he wants to escape that. It's saying he's tired. It's traumatizing. Maybe because he has to not tell the truth to the person he's supposed to be truthful with. Okay, so anyway, we have the Page of Cups. A message is being sent. Here we have the Seven of Wands. A message is being sent based on his intuition to the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so with this spread, initially we have a wife and a baby's mother. Who is this Queen of Pentacles? It's not the baby's mother to my knowledge. I'm not sure. It could be his wife. His wife was looking to her money. Okay, and it could be 3 women that he's dealing with. A single woman, a baby mother, and his wife. Okay? So he sent a message to the Queen of Pentacles, someone who's working on her money. And so he's making an offer of love to someone who's working on her money. That's because he feels bound up with his money. So he's wanting to have a commitment with someone who has money coming in. And so the Six of Pentacles, I'm wondering if he is trying to give his charity to this Queen of Pentacles, or is he trying to gain charity from this Queen of Pentacles? Okay, I'm not sure if I need to clarify that, but I kind of stopped there because I was just trying to make sure I had the same energy from, this was the deck of cards. I wasn't sure if I said the wrong date on a couple cards. Okay, so I was just checking the energy. So the basics here of both spreads was, it's important to have a balance, working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. So we can tell this masculine is stressed out. The first spread kind of showed where his heart was. His heart is with his baby's mother, probably. Okay. And the second spread is showing how maybe he's dealing with the stress by trying to get collaboration with someone who can help him. Because if he's financially stressed, I think that he's trying to get charity for himself. That makes sense. So if you want me to, I could clarify the last card, but I'm not sure if I need to. So this was the energy for May the 20th, 2020. I hope you enjoyed my reading. I appreciate you guys visiting my channel. Feel free to drop by again and watch more videos, okay? Feel free to like, subscribe, share, or comment, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.